Kelly, Valentine's Day almost here, and if you add up the flowers, dinner, gifts, Americans are expected to spend $18 billion this year. That's about $55 for every person in the country. But you're smarter than that, and so is our Queen of Free, Sherry Lowe. You are always smarter than that. You always find ways to save, and why not do it on Valentine's Day?
Exactly. There are plenty of ways to show your love. You don't have to skip the holiday altogether. You don't have to go cheap. You can go affordable. And I've got all kinds of ideas out on queenoffree.net today.
One thing you can skip, though, is the hype, right?
Definitely. You don't need Valentine's Day dish towels. You don't need a lot of the extras that you'll find in the seasonal aisle at the store. So you might even consider skipping those aisles altogether. While the big stuffed animal is super cute, in 6 months you're not going to have room for it. It's not a great investment to show your love, so skip the hype.
We always talk about how cards can be $6, $7, but you say make it yourself?
Definitely. It's much, much more heartfelt if you make your own card, whether that's writing a letter. There's plenty of great free printables. I have a lot of those linked out on Queen of Free today, whether that's for kids or for adults. I have a few with us, you know, Harry Potter Valentines or Marvel ones that you can't necessarily find in the store even, and so you can do that on your own.
Some quirky, funny ones that we found online too. One of the biggest expenses I've learned are the flowers. They are so pricey.
Flowers are definitely very pricey. There's several ways to save. I'd suggest going to your local florist and actually talking to someone in person instead of trying to place an order online where you get confused and click around, wasting a lot of time. They might have a special deal. Skip the van on the side of the road that you see. Even though the price seems really low, they're usually industry seconds, and so they're not going to last as long. Somewhere like the floral warehouse where they have cool temperatures, that means those flowers last longer. So if you're wanting to get more for your money, but you can also hit the grocery store or the warehouse retailer like Sam's Club or Costco for great deals.
Great ideas there. And when it comes to food, you don't necessarily have to take a fancy dinner.
Not necessarily. Opt for lunch instead of dinner. It won't be as busy. You can get better prices, or maybe consider just doing dessert. And of course, you could make something at home instead too.
And I liked your tip on that too, that if you do lunch, kids might be at school, so you don't have to worry about getting a sitter or anything like that. Okay, this is one of my favorites, Sherry. We're talking about music, a musical gift.
Definitely. So the mixtape is not dead. You can certainly make a playlist for somebody that you love. You can burn a CD, and I think it's a really thoughtful gift that doesn't cost a whole lot of money. It might take a little bit of time, but it's worth it.
And like you always say, Sherry, Valentine's Day doesn't have to be on the 14th. It's just as romantic, right?
No, it's crazy what we will pay on the 13th and 14th, but the 15th and 16th is 75% off.
Wow.
And so if you can just wait until next weekend, you'll save a ton of money by waiting to buy those special items like candy and cards in the store if you choose to do that.
But like I say too, is make sure that you've both agreed that you're waiting. So
Definitely.
Your sweetheart doesn't think you forgot.
Exactly.
You don't want that.
Exactly.
Well, happy Valentine's Day,
Thank
Sherry,
you.
to you and your husband. And if you want any of these tips, if you missed anything, we link Sherry's blog to our website under WTHR.com.